Virgos. Hope that you are all super well. And this is your May love horoscope for 2018. My name is Bella, and most people know me as Bella the Secret Psychic. If you're watching live, do say hey, hi, and hello. If you're watching on repeat, I do love to hear from you also too. Just put a comment down below. If you'd like to know more about me or get a private reading, again, just down below, all the information you need to know about me, all the links, all the everything, or perhaps join me on my Facebook page. So guys, as most of you know how I work, so I work with the help of my spirit guides. I'm a psychic, so I will channel them to get information generally so that you can navigate your love life for May. Now what's coming out is incredibly interesting, came out straight away, and it's the title of this video is basically, my guides were saying here, there is a message coming to you. There is communication coming to you guys that is going to blow your socks off. And the only way to liken it is like a message in a bottle. You know, like when you get, you might get a message that you've written on one side of the world, you put the message in it, you throw it in the water and, hope that it finds land somewhere and that somebody opens it. It's like a random event, basically. This is how this communication feels. It feels like a random event, or perhaps for some of you feels like you had given up. Because I do get here that it feels like a surprise. To be fair, the way it's coming across, it's a nice surprise, but you are still suspicious about the motivations or what next, what's coming out about it. But I have to say, communication, particularly in the third week, seems to be, it's come out for another sign, particularly around the 23rd or thereafter, but particularly from then, third week or from then onwards, there is a surprising message that is not expected. Because I get from your energy that basically somebody romantically, so this can only be, the people that I'm talking to would be people that have dated people before, and this is an old person that you've once dated, or an ex or something like that. This is not necessarily, I mean, it could come out in small ways in existing relationships in terms of they telling you or answering you something that is so unexpected, like an engagement, for example, or let's move to America or whatever it is. It could be that also too, but mainly it's strongly coming that there is this surprising, unexpected, out of the blue, quite bizarre message that's coming your way, communication. And in a way, the way it's been described, it is about fixing things, because the way they're showing this other person's energy is that they realise that they've made a huge mess, and they are coming to tidy up that mess. Because I'm being shown, they've been using nursery rhymes today. They've been shown, like, the wolf and the three pigs, and when it blows the straw house down, and instead of the wolf eating the pig, it's been shown as, I'm really sorry I blew your house down, and I'm picking up all the straw for you. And the straw, as you know, gets everywhere. So this person's made a lot of mess, and it's probably been the big bad wolf, and didn't mean to be, and they didn't mean to blow your house down. They're coming to pick up the mess they've made. And partly how they do it is by this surprising communication that comes towards you, basically. They understand their own truth in the matter, and they want to tell you the truth. The thing is, you're coming across incredibly guarded. Like, from your point of view, you would say to them, why should I listen to you now? When I've been before I've always been helpful and I've been listening, and then I got let down, and I've been so nurturing, and I've been so this and so that. Why should I listen to you now that you've blown my house down? And you just sent me this message, and I'm very surprised by this message, because actually I got to a place where I stopped believing, basically. And you're very disbelieving, and it's their fault, I have to say, because they've built up some distrust about whether they mean what they're saying in their message, whether they will go the distance. You have so many questions. Also, quickly, because you're the second sign this has come out with in terms of pregnancy related, also, so that message in the bottle could be also you telling somebody else that you're pregnant also, and surprising the heck out of them, or vice versa. So that you need to be aware of, because that's coming up when I look in the third week about fertility and babies, also in particular coming up. It's been quite key to some people's surprise. The other in the third week, which is the key week, where you get this message, and then you become quite distrusting. It's a hard one, because I get here that it's a 100% a move in the right direction from the other person, whether it's for closure or whether this is for you to finally get back on track. There is still distrust. You feel like you don't know whether to invite them in to you, because you feel that they own a sense of vulnerability to you, and to allow them in means that it would make you vulnerable, and my guides understand that. But it's also like my guides are saying here, you need to follow your heart, that it's actually something that you also do want, even though it does make you vulnerable. There's something wrong with feeling like that. It makes you actually quite brave to allow somebody in when there's a potential of being vulnerable. It makes you braver than them, actually, and brave as a person. I just get here that they put in the work that perhaps you wasn't expecting from them. I'm not saying it's going to be crazy mad, over the top, but it will be in line with their character, but it is definitely a positive in the way that they want to demonstrate that they want to fix things. And a lot of it is for what they do, and and it's the way you prefer it, if I'm being honest with you, because I get here that I get you basically with your hands over your ears, almost going la 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 la. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. And what my guides are saying here is that you don't want to hear talk. You want to see action. So you've built. You're picking up my straw house. You're saying you're sorry for some kind, or you're trying to communicate to build a bridge of some kind, even if it's not by saying sorry. Keep building. Stop talking. Keep doing. Stop talking. Do you see what I mean? And I feel that they will, because I think they have to, because I get a lot of you Virgos are like, if they don't, like, I got myself to a place where I protected myself. I got myself to a place where I have to think about myself in order to protect my heart, to be available either for you or for somebody else. And I'm not moving from that position unless you prove it to me. I've done all the nurturing, you do it back now. Even look, you have to give me something and I need to see it. And then I'll relax. Feels to me they will. But it's a good place to be, because at least for those who don't, you can tell them to jog on, as we say in England. You can tell them to walk on. So, that was your love horoscope. A very interesting one, a bit of a deep one, but there is a surprising message that some of you did not expect, or had lost hope in getting, coming towards you. And I hope that's helped. Take care.